Yo, 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 and some more yo. It's d.wise, and we're back with another episode of OTV Live.
Yo!
You know what I'm saying? This is the show for the independent creative. So if you're an independent and you create, and the shit is good, because we ain't putting no bullshit on this show, come through or hit us up on social media, otv.live on Instagram. You can hit me up on Mr. d.wise, and we can book you for a show. But it is what it is, man. Gypsy, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good tonight, man. Feeling pretty wavy. I took the day off today, so I full energy. Well, I lie. Maybe about 70%.
70%?
You know. It's a lot of TV today. It's a lot of heavy lifting.
Yo, what did you do for the weekend, man?
I did a lot of eating. I went over to Rockin' Ramen in New Rock.
Yo, you always go to like new and exciting places, man.
It was really good. Definitely check them out. My boy Wayne, who I met over there, who's the owner, they're franchising the fuck out of this thing. He was talking about how one of the guys from Shark Tank had came by.
Really?
They're going to be all over the country, not via Shark Tank.
Yeah, but
other means. But yeah, they're going to be all over the country. So
what's it called?
It's Rockin' Ramen. Rockin' Ramen. ROC-Ramen. And they do
ramen noodles.
Asian ramen noodle bowls, but infused with a Caribbean flavor. So they got like jerk chicken ramen bowls.
What the fuck,
dude? Fire.
Sounds
and they got
good.
these pork buns,
pork
with
buns?
pineapple. Oh my god!
I don't know if I want to eat pork buns.
Well, the buns part is it's the bread. It's not you're not eating pig butt.
Yeah, but that's
you're
right.
not eating pig butt.
I don't eat pork anyway, so I'm just fucking around.
You're missing out.
Nah, man, I'm good. You want to see somebody run to the bathroom, hand me some swine. Be like, does this have pork?
Do you not eat it for religious, moral, or just personal or health reasons?
Dude,
or all of
I had to stop. It just wasn't agreeing with me. Like, I hit a certain age.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped in high school.
Okay.
Like, literally. I grew up on pork.
I remember
bacon was crazy.
I will never forget when my boy Q, he brought all of us like he was the first one to go to like 125th Street and hear read them brothers. He was the first one to explore down there from the suburbs of New Rochelle to get the pamphlets. So he brought those back, and this is like
talk about the what was it? Black Israelites.
And we're like 12.
The white man is the devil.
Right,
Yo,
so he's going hard. So like he was the first one in like '92 bringing back this little.
I remember they made it up to Yonkers. I think that was their last stop. I remember they used to be
north. They made.
Yeah, that's about it. Them crackers was shutting that
ass. We ain't
ass.
having that up here.
They was like, nah, B.
But he was the first one to bring that up, and he was like, "Y'all, we ain't supposed to be eating pork. We're not supposed to be doing X,
See,
Y, and Z."
I don't go that far.
So we all, as a crew, we all stopped eating pork. But then little by little, we all fell off, year after year. But he still hasn't eaten pork since.
I don't eat pork.
This is 25 years later, or whatever. 20 years later.
Yeah, it's probably almost 20 years for me as well.
Yeah.
But I don't eat it. I don't eat it because it gives me mud butt. Like I don't want.
That's a good reason not to fucking eat.
That's the reason why I don't eat it.
You on a date? You have a bacon cheeseburger?
Yeah, man. Fuck that, man. I can't even take the smell anymore.
Really?
Like after you stop eating it cold for like the first like 2-3 years, I used to like my mom be cooking it and I'd be like, fuck, and she was just like, "What's wrong with you? You're getting sick because I'm cooking this bacon over here." I'm like, "Yeah, man, this shit don't."
Why does your mom sound like Charlie Murphy?
Because my mom's does sound like Charlie Murphy. Shout out to my moms.
Shout out to moms.
Oh shit! But yeah, my weekend was pretty. My weekend was pretty damn good.
It was lit.
Yeah, it was lit.
It was lit.
Damn, today's Monday. Wait a second. Last week we shot the video. I was here last week.
Yes,
I didn't even fucking talk about the video that much.
No, not that much.
I was tired. That's why.
You had no voice. You had no energy.
I had no voice. I was on autopilot last week, but it was cool though. I liked the show. I hope you did.
I did. So tell us. I saw you posted the wrap up party and
with the wrap up party we had at I guess it was a wrap up party. We did that at the Cave Studios in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
And this week was just pretty much like preparing to get this shit rolling out. So,
Okay.
But today's episode is brought to you by our good friends over at
Koi
Creative Space. Koi Creative Space is located at 169 Mamaroneck Avenue, second floor. right in the heart of White Plains, New York. So go check them out. Tell if you either meet Jonathan or Ryan, tell them we sent you. Tell them that OTV sent you, and you get 20% off of your membership. So you got parking right out front. You have food. Drinks, everything you need right on Mamaroneck Avenue. And they just opened up a seafood spot, actually, right down the street now.
Nice.
It's called Holy Crab or
Holy Crab
or some shit like that. I don't
like
know.
it already.
Yeah, but make sure you go check them out and tell them that OTV sent you, and you get a 20% off at Koi Creative Space. So now, we have a gentleman in the building who directed both of my music videos. One you can check out on YouTube now, and one we're going to be sitting on for the next couple of weeks. So I want to introduce you to Mr. Edwin Escobar is in the building. Clap it up for Mr. Escobar. Come on. That's right. Let me turn his mic on. His
mic's on.
Oh, his mic is on?
Is it on?
Sprinkle me, baby.
Sprinkle time. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Nah, no doubt, man. No doubt. So we're going to get into what you do in a couple minutes. But first and foremost, we're going to get into the top 10 independent albums in the country, man. So you can comment.
Okay. You gotta let me know my voice is low because I'm a little shy.
Nah, you good, man. Stop playing, man.
He's behind the camera. He's
behind the camera.
Exactly.
All right, man. So there was a lot of change this week.
I see that. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, man. There was nobody. There was no Metallica.
Thank God.
And no Nickelback this week.
Thank God. Actually, I was proud of Nickelback.
Nah, Nickelback is doing all right, man. So number 10 this week is Chelsea Wolfe, and her album is called His Spun. HISSSPUN.
Is that like a spin off of history, or?
I don't know. I have no idea. But this chick, Chelsea Wolfe, is like.
She sounds like she's been around forever. Right?
She's only been out since she's 33. Okay. She's been out since 2009. Mm-hmm. It's like gothic rock, man.
Okay.
It's like doom metal, but she's dope. Like it.
Would you go see her live?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. She
sounds good. Think of like 9 Inch Nails, like the industrial sound of 9 Inch Nails. Mm. The character of like a Marilyn Manson.
Okay.
And like the music of
Meatloaf?
Nah. Like more electronic though. Like more electronic. I can't even.
Like Korn or?
Kind of like Korn, but more electronic Korn.
Okay.
Like I definitely go see her. She's dope.
Sounds like a hell of a performance.
Yeah, man. All right. So number 9 this week is The Wonder Years, and their EP. It's acoustic EP, and it's called Burst and Decay. That's number 9.
No relation to the show, right?
No, I think they were named after the show. If I'm not, they're like a pop punk band.
Probably inspired by 90s TV.
Yeah, kind of. Well, The Wonder Years was 80s, but
80s, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Damn, I'm old.
Yeah, I'm old as dirt too. So check them out. It's acoustic, so it's not really.
So it's not real music?
No, it's just that they decided to put something out that was like acoustic.
Yeah.
So I mean, I listened to it, but I mean, I wasn't in the mood to listen to acoustic shit today.
You really do got to be in the mood. Wait, real quick. I went to a buddy of mine. Told me he was performing in Yonkers the other day. Right.
Right.
Dude, I drove all the way to Yonkers on McLean Avenue. I won't say which bar it was.
I think I probably know what it is.
Of course, you know what it is. And I went there, and it was an acoustic set, and I was expecting it to be like a rock
Snooze
set.
fest?
You know,
Right.
I want to hear something edgy where I,
Right.
get a dive bar, have my beer, have my vape pen with me and everything. And it's like, it's bright, and everyone in there is at least 42 years old. And I was like,
the Cougar Brigade.
Right. I literally did it in about face at the front door and drove
Why?
all the way back home. Because I was like, I don't want to deal with that shit.
I
don't want to hear an acoustic set.
You a nice little 45-year-old feeling up on your cock.
No.
Been nice.
No.
Would have been real nice.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't think that was going to be the outcome of that night. I went home.
Damn,
It's
son.
too acoustic. My point is, you got to be in the mood for acoustic.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't in the mood for acoustic.
I'm thinking about buns. That's what I think. When I go see a band, I'm like, there's groupie bitches here.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that wasn't the vibe. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, that wasn't the vibe?
That was not the vibe. Like, everybody had with their husband and their wives, and they're having.
Everybody had a glass of Pinot Grigio.
Yes.
With that big fucking saucy glass. They're like, oh my God, you know, Timothy, he does so well with the acoustics. So nice.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Fuck. All right, number 8, Counterparts. And their album is called You're Not You Anymore. And they are, let me see.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, man. They're from Canada. They're a hardcore punk band. Like, They Victory Records, Pure Noise Records, like they've been on some
some legit labels.
Yeah, legit labels, but you know, they're independent, but they're doing their thing. Number 7 is G Herbo, and his album is called Humble Beast.
Okay.
And this is his debut studio album. He's actually with Cinematic Music Group, which I don't know, and then Red Distribution, which is Sony's actual indie distribution company. So, you know, if they believe in your project, they'll distribute it for you. You're not really signed to Sony. They just give you distribution through them.
I see.
Which most you know, independent artists, that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're not signed to a record label, but they are paying somebody to put their album in stores, on shelves, and shit like that.
Gotcha. So it's like their small version of Empire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Empire's another one. Empire Distribution. I think they're New York based. Or they might be LA based.
California based.
They're California based. But I remember they used to have an office here in New York. But that was a long time ago. All right, so number 6 this week is BCC4. It's Black Country Communion. This is like a... Yeah, Gypsy, don't do that. Gypsy, what the fuck?
What I do?
Yo, dude,
on my pen.
Black Country Communion, and everybody in the band is white.
4.
Yeah, this is their 4th album. So it's like a.
Is it like black metal was black country?
No. This is a super group. It's Glenn Hughes, Joe Bonamassa, and Jason Bonham.
Okay.
The Jason Bonham is the son of John Bonham from AC/DC.
Gotcha.
The drummer from AC/DC, the first drummer.
Right.
Was it the first drummer? Hold on.
Don't get me lying. But wait, why do they call it black though? I don't get it.
I think it's like black blues. It's like I listen to the.
It's a style of music.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But
it's probably a heavier style of country.
No, it's like more hard. Yo, it's so crazy. No, I'm sorry. John Bonham was I think it was Led Zeppelin's drummer, if I'm not mistaken. What the fuck? I'm bugging right now. Yeah, I think it's Led Zeppelin. Yeah,
Okay,
son of Led Zeppelin. Anyway,
describe black country for me. What is it?
Black Country Communion. I think that it's Jesus. It's hard to say, but their sound is like really hard rock, blues rock. So it's got a country feel to it, but it's like 90s. It almost reminded me of like STP, like Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
Like kind of that bluesy down south rock. Like what was the other band that was from down south? Black Crowes.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of like that.
Okay.
So moving on. Number 5 is Josh Ritter, and his album's called Gathering.
His artwork looks like a Bob Ross picture.
Yeah, I mean he's a singer-songwriter, but he's from Idaho. He's had a couple of hits, but it's definitely like Americana, like folk country, alternative country rock, like folk rock type deal. I liked it. I was digging it. You know what I'm saying? I like everything. So, number 4, ladies and gentlemen, this week is Double Duchess from Fergie. Yeah, man. She went totally.
She went indie. Huh?
Yeah, she went indie. So she released the album. She's got a record out with Nicki Minaj called I Think You Know or You May Not Know or some shit like that. But the album is definitely less Black Eyed Peas and more like R&B, urban R&B. Like
It's trying to sound like Josh Stone.
No. But it's more like hip hop influence. Like the single she put out has got the break beat from like 1980s hip hop.
She's trying to be Mary J.
It's like a hybrid of like fucking old 90s R&B.
Okay, sounds
like
good.
pop.
I got to give it a chance.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, if it's anything like the first Duchess album, which I liked, but that was more pop influence. This is more like R&B, like EDM R&B, like hybrid type shit. It's kind of dope.
All right.
So number 3 this week is Circa Survive, and their album is called The Amulet.
The artwork is dope. I like it a lot.
Yeah, man, artwork is crazy. I definitely like that. And they're like emo, like alternative. And I was looking at the fucking cover. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I thought for sure they were like a heavy, like hard, heavy metal, like rock band. But nah, it wasn't. It was weird.
Check them out.
Number 2, Van Morrison.
Really?
Brand new album called Roll with the Punches. Van Morrison got a new album.
I
out.
know this one.
You know this one?
Nah, I know the artist.
Oh, you know Van Morrison, right? Yeah, man. So he's still cranking them out, man. Let's see how old Van Morrison
72.
is.
That's my first guess.
Yeah, I think he is 72. 72 or 73 or some shit like that.
Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano. Is that the picture? Is that a picture of Marco?
Oh, I don't know.
Yo, he's 72. Yeah.
He's 72?
You know what I just found out today? I didn't know Van Morrison was Irish.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know he was Irish. No, I didn't know.
I thought he was an American cat. But
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I didn't know. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Brown Eyed Girl. I never thought that would be a fucking Irish. You my brown eyed girl. Like, do you remember? Like, it sounds like fucking folky.
American folk.
Right. Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Whatever. All right, number 1 this week, ladies and gentlemen, is Macklemore.
Ooh,
Macklemore. Just Macklemore.
Wow.
It's not Ryan Lewis. It's just Macklemore. This is his first album.
Divorce? What happened to that?
Whoa.
So they did the shit. So they did they started together in 2005. So they've been making albums together since 2005.
Okay.
So when they did The Heist, which was the one that they won Best Rap Album for, from what I could see from my eye, from being a music cat, I looked at them as like, okay, this is their pinnacle right here. Like, they've never sold this many records. They're going to go on tour for like a year and a half, 2 years. So then when they came out with the follow-up to The Heist, like, nobody was really feeling it. That was the one with Downtown. This came out right when Uptown Funk was coming out, so they decided to do Downtown.
Gotcha.
And then they had Kool Mo D, I think like one of the guys from the Furious 5 and another old school rapper on the track. And you know what I'm saying? They was like really doing old school type records, and people was just like, we're not feeling this shit. So that album flopped. So they decided to go do different projects, and this is Macklemore's project, Gemini.
Dope.
So
all right.
It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the top 10 independent albums in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, hit him with the sauce.
The sauce?
Hit him with the sauce.
I want some sauce.
All right, man. So let's get into this interview with my man. You know what? Before we get into the interview, I got to give a shout out to Brandon Brown. He's on The Voice tonight. And I actually told everybody just to watch our show on the replay. So shout out to all my people that's watching live. But I know everybody else is probably watching The Voice right now because he's from. I don't think he's from Mount Vernon, but I know he lives in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
So shout out to you, Brandon Brown. I wish you the best of fucking luck because those TV shows is a bunch of bullshit, man. But you know what? If that's your platform, and I know you're gonna get a lot of followers, you're gonna have a lot of people. You know what I'm saying, asking about you for you to do shows. But I'm telling you, man, I support you 100%. Shout out to you and all your peoples. You know what I'm saying? I know your family was there and all that. So good luck on The Voice, man. Break a motherfucking leg. Break both of them bitches. But anyway, yo, we're going to be talking to Edwin Escobar. Yo, E, man. So tell me how you got into directing.
Well,
first off, tell me where you from.
Where do I live or where was I born?
No, where you born?
Oh, no, I'm Colombian by birth.
Okay. All right, so Colombian. All right.
Came here in 2000. I mean, damn, I'm old. 1996.
1996, okay.
Yes. I got into it because I used to engineer from my home. I used to record a lot, like dozens of artists in Bridgeport.
Really?
And then
okay, all right.
The video part of it. And that actually turned into a business.
Okay.
More than just a hobby.
Right. So you started out just engineering what? Studio sessions?
Yeah.
Really?
I produce too. I don't call myself a producer because I never made a dime of any of those. And second, I'm not, they're good, but they're not great.
Okay.
But, there's a lot of nostalgia attached to them. And a lot of the people I worked with back then are still, good friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool stuff. But engineer, I definitely did my thing on the audio side of it, mixing on the fly, making sure you can with a mix that was radio friendly, or at least you can play it in your car without blowing your speakers. So
gotcha.
It was a good time. But it was a hobby, never really paid. It was a good time. I met a lot of my clients that way. But once I got into the visual part of it, that's when it was game time.
Okay, so tell me about your first video you ever directed.
Ever?
Is it still up on YouTube? That's my question.
No, there's a documentary. It's not really a documentary. It's not really public. My first directed video was for Hood Felons.
Hood Felons.
Okay, hold on. Before you go in there. So, from all the artists that I met recording early on, I met a group of 3 young men who were a rap group, and that was my first video. And it wasn't an original song; it was a clapback remake from.
Clapback! Oh yeah. We're gonna clap back.
Yeah. It's a deep story, but then one of them still my close friend to this day.
Okay.
I dropped them off before I came over. It's a deep story because we lost one of them.
Oh wow!
To the other one. It's Bridgeport stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's deep.
So tell me more about. So now you live in Bridgeport. Well, Bridgeport is pretty rough.
It's
pretty rough.
Any town USA, anywhere there was a big, I guess, industry, and then it left. There's those. It's everywhere. Any town USA. I travel a lot, so I see a lot of. Bridgeport. Once you leave town and you come back, you realize it's not a Bridgeport thing or a Bronx thing, or it's just a thing that happens in cities that get when big industries leave or when things change and the economics change. It's just between poverty, lack of opportunity.
Right, of course.
I learned a lot. I mean, everybody wants to leave Bridgeport. I myself spent a lot of time trying to leave.
Don't worry, brother.
But
it keeps on calling you back.
Yeah, well, I lived there now.
Calling me, son.
And now I own there. God knows why, but I own there now. No, it's where most of my family is. It's kind of it's a big part of who I am. And
home away from home.
Deal with people, I guess. Yeah.
Well, how often do you go back to Colombia?
Oh, I don't.
Why is that, man?
Again, that's another deep one with me.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I mean, for a long, I can say it now. But I mean, I've only been legal for the past 6 years.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
14.
You was out here grinding.
I was a number, like many of and I was one of the lucky ones because I had a lot of support, good family.
Right.
So I didn't have to It wasn't that bad for me. It's pretty bad not being legal. It's bad not having a license, not being able to drive.
Right.
Open a business.
Damn.
One good thing is since I've been legal, I've never worked for anybody but myself.
Man, dude, working for yourself is one of the greatest things.
Yeah, it's like
ever.
childbirth. It's like so great, but it's so bad.
Yo, dude, it's so liberating, but so fucking stressful. Like I just like sometimes I just want to punch motherfuckers in the face. Like I remember I was DJing. No, I was hosting karaoke up here in Portchester, and this dude was just like, "Yo, this is an Irish pub. You should play more Irish music." And I'm like, "Dude, it's fucking Wednesday. Can you please leave me the fuck alone?" I'm like, "Dude, like stop it." And I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, he does not know. Like, I own my own business. Like, I can quit here and get another job tomorrow. I will fuck you up. Like, you don't get it. I will punch you in the face.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, man, you should be. I was like, yo, you see these white girls right here? I said they wanted to hear Cardi B. Not me, bruh. Like, I didn't want to hear this bitch. They asked. Like, working for yourself, I'm just like, damn, I could really drop kick you in the face right now and probably be like, you know what? I'm going to head on home. I won't pay you next week. I'll go find another spot to go DJ in or fucking do whatever. But yo, I like it, man. So listen, we're going to get into your most recent reel right now, and when we come back, just tell me about your process and how do you work everything. But it's about 2 minutes, so please, ladies and gentlemen, we got some people in the chat that's watching live. Please comment after the reel, man. This is Edwin Escobar, man, director extraordinaire.
Hey, now.
All right.
About you. I was taught to chase what you love, and everything works. True, everything works. Chase what you love, everything works. Figure while I'm here, I should write you the perfect song. Probably missed the chance, but fuck it, I hope you hear it like.
Talk with a lifeline. They tried to put me in my right mind and told me everything will be fine. Ever since I've been on a decline. Since then I've been on a decline.
I'm just trying to see my mama smile. I'm just trying to make her feel good. Solve their problems like a man should.
Boy, let's take this money, build an empire. Tell everybody we don't get tired. In the fast lane, damn, we on fire. Anyone say they doing it better, they a liar. Liar, liar.
Yeah, you know what I need. What I do, I believe right now. Only got about an hour. Bitches been plotting. Bitches been hitting me up out the blue. Bitches been hurt since they found out about you. Funny how when something goes off the market. Funny how that's how you know that you want it. Funny how them niggas, they just be talking. Funny how we the topic of discussion.
And we're back. That was Edwin Escobar's sizzle reel. Edwin,
Yes.
turn your mic back on. Yo, that was pretty dope, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you rattle off some of the artists that were featured in that reel?
Yes. So off the top, because it's been a while. This is my March. I don't do too many reels, but that's my March 2017 reel. I think at the top we had a gentleman from Texas, Mr. Greathouse.
Oh, okay.
Amazing singer, super dope soul. We have Wazion Key, who's a regular and good friend of mine too. Ron Yeezy, that's his older name. He goes by Bar City now.
Oh, okay.
With a pretty dope song. Really love the kid, super talented. I have Footwork from DC. It's a band. It's a six-member band. It's go-go related / R&B, hip hop, cool band. But that was the main one was the lead lady.
Mm-hmm.
I think. What else did we have there? I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah,
There's only a few months.
You had the jazz band in there.
Yeah, there was an R&B singer.
That's Footwork. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mr. Greyhouse is number 2. Then we what else? What else do we have in there?
Well, we have it up
somebody.
on the screen there.
Yeah, let me go back. Oh, of course, and I just shot a video with Joshua, V. Joshua, who's an amazing artist from Danbury.
Oh,
down
okay,
the
cool.
street. Brody Fresh, he's from Long Island, but we did a lot of work in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's up, man.
It's a lot.
You travel. So tell me about your process when it goes to, like, okay, you directed 2 of my music videos so far, and I know you're gonna direct more. But the process, the first time we did it back in 2013, and this one was totally different.
Really?
Well, to me, I mean, working with you at the beginning, you were just so on. You were like, okay, this. Like, we got it done in, like, record hours the first time around. But you were very, precise and on. This second time, you were just, like, mad relaxed, like, laid back and joking around and shit like that.
I see what you mean. It's the same process. I think what it is I think I learned to identify certain key points where things can go wrong.
Okay.
And then
right.
I never charged per hour, but I did have a very strict set.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I guess that's what you would call client conditioning. You jump into your own business and you want to make sure that your reputation, which is what, aside from character, second, your reputation is what kind of sells you or doesn't sell you. So for me, being on time was a big thing, and I think a lot of the people that came up with me started valuing being on time.
Yeah, of course.
To the death of them.
Bruh.
I'm more relaxed now with people. I know your process now. So even though it's been years, you run your own business. You have a schedule that might be a little crazier than mine. Right. So being on time for you is not even an option.
That's like, I have to be there.
Yeah.
Like,
so I understood that. I was a lot more relaxed because, again, we worked before, and time is money, and I think you appreciate that in many ways. We got stuff to do. It's not like we could have shot Monday. You know what?
No, we couldn't.
You had the show.
Yeah, right. So we had to do stuff.
I'm not that nice all the time.
Right. That's one of the things. I told Naya that when we were, which was our production assistant for the whole video shoot. Right. She had to take a nap in the car. She didn't know how serious it was. Naya, if you're watching, call in if you got any questions for Edwin.
Taco questions.
Taco questions.
So for me, is I trust the process, right? So, I do have a process, and I'm only strict because I want the best. If you come to me for what you've seen before, it was not an accident. There's a lot of accidental anything. There's accidental drum players. There's accidental journalists. There's people that do a good job once or twice, but they can't repeat the formula. I repeat the formula.
Gotcha.
So just trust the process. So for me, being strict is just for the best of us.
So tell me the difference between the process from that first video you shot to all the videos you shoot now.
It's like, do you mean the day's process or the full process? Because, it starts with, like, someone approaches me and they want to get a video done. So the first thing they want to do is price. So once you say this is the price range, that's the first yes or no.
Right.
And there's different identifiers of whether this is a maybe or a not. I'm not a car salesman, so to me it's like no is no, cool. Right. When you do show interest in this, and this is people's money too. It's not.
Right.
It's not. Everybody, 99% of the people I work with are either putting money from their job or their hard-earned money, or if they're lucky enough to have any kind of royalties from music, if they've written before, that's still your money. That it's your talent. So I don't take money for granted because for a long time I didn't have any.
Yeah, so, neither did I.
But if you are in a place where you are able to spend what it takes to push a record through, then okay, I'm the guy. I'm definitely the guy for that. When we get past that, then let's find out what you want to do visually. Even if I do 100% of the treatment, or if you already have ideas, as the artist, I think you have a big, at least a seed of where you want to go. Right. So we meet in person to vibe. Because I want you to see I'm not a number or a name or a Facebook profile.
Gotcha.
Or just an email name. Vibe over wings or coffee, whatever. We have a conversation. We figure out what you want out of the record.
So what happens if you meet an artist and you don't really gel well, but they want you to shoot the video? Because I know it's probably happened to you that you don't like the artist that you're working with, but...
Well, you're not going to vibe with everybody because a lot of people are rough, and I've learned to identify when people are trying to be professional. Right. And that's enough for me to try to help them because I try to help people learn. I'm not, my service is not teaching people anything to do with royalties.
Right, that's not your job. Your job is to come in.
I've actually lost jobs just because I like being straightforward. So when people present the notion that, oh, once we do this video, I'm gonna blow up. Oh, we gotta step back. I'm not the guy that's gonna make you blow up.
Right.
There's 90% of this is marketing and how far you willing to go.
Right.
And once you break it down, I get half of the time people don't commit to the video because they get this illusion because they thought spending $1,000 to $1,500 on just me doing my job with zero marketing was gonna make them blow up. And if I have to destroy that notion, because then I'm not doing you a favor.
So you're saying you lost jobs because you explained, like, listen, I just come here to do my job.
It's just me being selfish too, because I don't want a liability. I don't want. Yeah, you're gonna make it after this video. That sounds cool. Never. So once I destroy that notion, yeah, I've lost some, but I also gain respect and longevity from a lot of other artists that don't even need to fly me to where they are. So, to me, I think it's just looking at the big picture. It's not that I'm this good person or not like that. I just looking at the big picture.
Got you.
All I know how to do.
We got somebody in the chat. Dave Stitt. It says if Esco doesn't get gel, price goes up 250%.
Dave Stitt, the
Pay
designated
me.
Dave, my boy.
What's up, Esco? That's what he said.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Always tuning in and showing love.
But so okay. Can you tell me, because how long you've been working? What was your first video? What year was it?
My first video was in 2006.
Shit.
That I directed, that I can say I'm a director.
Right.
Meaning the actual director. Yeah.
So tell me between we're talking about 11 years you've been in the business heavy, right? So
yeah,
the climate of videos have changed.
Oh yeah.
2006, you still had, countdown shows. I think 106 in Park was still on the air at that time.
Yep.
Like, there was specialty shows for music videos. And now they have gotten away from it. I mean, they're trying to come back. TRL is back, which I haven't got to watch as of yet.
It is?
Yeah. They got like 4 hosts or something like that. So I think like every day of the week, it's like a different host or something like that. I don't know. So, I mean, the climate, do you feel that it's gotten better or gotten worse? I mean, do you get more work now that the television shows are more going towards, reality TV and less about the music video?
I don't think that those platforms have affected me at all.
Okay.
A little bit of the perception does, but in 2006, I wasn't even dreaming of owning a business of that until I got some feedback on the video.
Right.
And I didn't actually run my business and started charging anybody until 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, those videos, a lot of those videos aren't even on YouTube, and there wasn't hundreds of them. It was like once every 3 months.
Right.
So those 4 years and between jobs and leaving the music behind and starting to deal with the video part of it, I mean, at that point, no one really, how I understand the industry now, I didn't understand it back then. So
Gotcha.
it was a lottery. If you work hard enough, someone will discover you and you'll be on MTV. Now it's like, okay, even MTV is like, that's the byproduct of hard work. It's not a discovery or... Right,
exactly. Like, you have to, like, people don't understand. Like, I meet a lot of artists, that have shot, like their videos look great. And they're just like, oh, well, I'm trying to get it placed here. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do this. And I'm just like, trying. I'm like, yo, there's so many avenues that you can get, so many platforms that you can actually put your video on. I said, you just got to spend some more bread. You know what I'm saying? You got to hire a PR firm.
And not as much as they used to.
Right.
There's a good thing. Like, if you look at it from, like, if you were an independent artist in 2006, right now is way better for you.
Of course.
Yeah. So, and videos cost less, too.
True.
Way less.
Right.
And they cost less because my equipment costs less. The camera I got right now was just not reachable at the time I had. I mean, right now it might not be reachable to some people.
So, okay, you shoot on a Sony Red?
No, it's not a Sony.
What is it?
That's blasphemy, son.
I don't know. Well, no. I said Red because of Red distribution.
I know people like to, no. That's a common, I think. No, it's Red. It's an American company.
Really?
Yeah.
American muscle, huh?
Out of California. Digital cinema to the top. I stand and I I mean, I could have put a down payment to the house with what I spent on that camera. But to this day, I still have like this. They have way more models after mine. The one I got,
really?
Scarlet X, but it still gives you the closest to film that you're gonna get. With digital cinema. I mean, we're still shooting House of Cards with that. Some of the transitions in Transformers. The first movie shot on red was Book of Eli with Denzel Washington.
That's right. That was the first. Yeah, that was the first one, and that was the Hughes brothers that directed that film.
Yes. So it's an amazing machine, and at that point, you have no excuse as a director, as a cinematographer, as a grip, as an actor. You have the Ferrari. Now you got to learn how to drive it. So to me, it was like I was a DSLR guy, and I will always stand by Canon. I still use
you
Canon
shot
lenses.
you shot my video on a DS.
But it just gives you a lot more control over your image, and now I can grow into it.
Gotcha.
DSLRs, I hit a ceiling, and it was just I couldn't grow from that.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. So, I mean, when it comes to, you producing, because it's not just being a director. Like, you actually produce films as well. Yeah,
well, that's a tricky word because, I didn't finance them.
Okay. All right.
So I've been a cinematographer, sound, and a combination, and individually and those different departments, and many short films. What I've done a lot recently is trailer/shorts to pitch a full script to
to a studio or
anything. So, but it
or an investor or something like that.
But it also gives you a product that you can put in festivals. Like for example, I'm working with one written by Cherise Fuller and her cousin, who was helping her edit. And we have a 16-scene shoot we're doing a day, and with that we're going to try to get somebody to fund the full film, which is an amazing story.
That's what's up.
And there's all the stuff I've done mostly has been written by women. I love directing full stories about women. Also Denise Clark, who has shot this short named Pets, a whole different kind of how do I put it? Almost like American Beauty kind of take on. Kind
of vibe. Okay.
But long story short, I've done a lot of work. Cause that is my ultimate goal, to do full features. And I mean, that's film is an animal that you gotta tame, and you gotta approach with respect. So
all right.
You can't just jump on it.
So my question is, let's say a bigger name artist than the ones that you've been directing for comes and wants you to direct 3 or 4 singles for it. But it's kind of taking you away from the full-length feature directing that you want to do. I mean, do you like? Let's say JayZ wants you. He catches one of your videos and he wants you to direct 3 or 4 joints, but you had to direct a film. Would you take the time off to do the JayZ videos?
Well, the first thing I would ask is what his timeline is. When is the deadline for this film?
Right.
And then what Jay's. Hypothetically,
Hey
Jay, was the deadline? When do we need the final turnaround? And if it's possible, we'll make the time. If you have to make a choice between the two, again, you gotta look at the big picture. I mean, how many times are you gonna get Jay to approach you?
Right, you're gonna get a multi-platinum
artist. It's a tough question. Yeah, I mean, Jay. Those are examples I use because I meet a lot of people, and I don't network as much, but I do network, and I cater to the independent artists. And I don't really make more space for signed or industry or popping artists.
Right.
To me, it's just like if you taking money out of your pocket and paying me, I think it'll be a slap in your face if I go and do a free video for somebody that it's kind of popping. Like I need, So for me, when I use examples, it's like a JayZ.
Right.
Now that's a different conversation.
That's a different animal altogether.
That's different. Even if I sit there and just, even if JayZ just lets me like do an Instagram interview, that's a whole. That's
big.
There's no value. There's no price to that.
Right.
So that's a good example. So that would be a tough thing. But I think if it's a film, if it's something I'm funding and putting my money up, I mean, there's no choice. I have to finish it. I might try to work a deal with him to, hey, dude, I want to finish this film, so I'll do these videos. This is how much it's going to cost me to push back my film.
Right.
So Jay.
Yeah. Let's get that check. Where that check at? So I'm trying to get this question without dipping into my 5 independent questions. So other directors that you've known, like, okay, so 50 Cent had after he was doing the big budget videos or whatever, after he left, Shady Aftermath, he got there's a director called EAF Rivera or EIF Rivera, and like he's directed a lot of 50 Cent videos.
Amazing guy too.
Yeah, but he produces these videos on a budget. Like it's like he could take, you know what I'm saying? He paper mache and make it look like you like on a mountainside or some shit like that. So I mean, talk about some of the tricks that when it comes down to, I mean, don't give away, man, your secrets.
No, I
but
can't.
what are some of the tricks of the trade that you learned over the years, doing, just working for your own Edwin Escobar Films, brand.
So Mr. Rivera, I got to see him speak on last Revolt Music Conference, which I couldn't make this week. It's actually
okay.
But I got to hear him speak on the panel, and he's a very interesting guy because he is more of my generation of independent filmmaking.
Right. Because he started out doing independent indie
digital cinema. I see a lot of, accidentally or maybe subconsciously, I see a lot of my approach in him, or the other way, because he was around longer than me. There's a lot of stuff we haven't seen that he hasn't released probably.
Of course.
But I got a lot of respect for the guy because 50 probably is not the easiest person to deal with when it comes to visuals, and I have those experiences with not 50s but people. Yeah, people that are very detailed. And it's just artistic. As long as it doesn't come from a malicious place, and they just be artistic,
of course.
There's definitely deadlines and guidelines, and there's contractual. You gotta finish. You can't do 18 passes. If your haircut was messed up, we gotta
move keep
on.
It. Yeah.
But I understand where people get frustrated. It comes from a good place at the end of the day. It's just communication. That's what makes it so. But there's no shortcut. I don't take shortcuts, but I definitely do try to, I guess, help the artists. Because believe it or not, 90% of the artists I work with are the producers. They're financing it.
Right.
They're putting together locations, makeup artists. You know about this.
I had to do it.
They're doing the producer's job and project manager's job at the same time. So, that's why directors, that's my thing, but I'm not a producer. I don't call myself the writer unless I wrote the script. It's different.
Right.
But it's not so much tricks. I don't like shortcuts. I don't like the tricks. I hate CGI. I hate green and blue screens. It has to be good or don't use it. And for me, it's like I don't want to settle for that. I'd rather take my time and focus on the cinematography, how you approach
and get
the
it
shot, lighting it, the color grading. So for me is, okay, we got to make this happen in a day. That's the rate that you're happy with. I don't want to go over 2 days and you pay more for what we could do in one.
Right.
It's just not taking shortcuts, but I think it's identifying what's realistic and what's not. People come with big dreams to me. They want helicopters. They want helicopters are doable, but they cost money too.
Right. Of course they do.
It's not that it's impossible. There's budgets attached to these things.
Right. Well, shout out to Vizzy Beats. They're calling you genius.
And going back to my days as an engineer, Vizzy's a great engineer.
Oh, okay.
And I used to engineer for a group of rappers, and he used to engineer for another group. He still does, Poor Authority. Shout out to Poor Authority. They used to beef with each other, but we were the engineers, so we never had any. So it's funny because we got cool. We drank together. We chilled together. He's always been a big supporter. He sent me jobs. So shout out to Vizzy Beats for coming for coming through.
That's what's up, man.
Yes.
Shout out to Vizzy Beats. Yeah, man. So you travel a lot, bro.
Yes. Once you get that green card, it's done.
So tell me some of the locations, some of the places that you like to shoot in, because I know you go to California.
Yes.
You've been to Jamaica.
Oh yeah. Trinidad.
Oh.
Yes. Amazing. I don't want to come. I'm going back as soon as I get a chance. But
really?
I love Texas is my second biggest market.
Really?
Yeah. Texas is a pretty big market, and I got to thank to my executive room, Jimmy O, who's one of my partners down there, who's been a huge asset in developing my brand down there.
Gotcha.
So, but because of that, mainly too, I'm a big. I'm a good name there. I don't live there, so I can't take the biggest bite of that market. But it's pretty big. If I usually the end of my years are pretty slow. Go to Texas for a month, I come back good. So
So Texas is one of your favorite places to shoot.
Cali's a sacrifice. Yeah, it's not as good as the people. It's just the fact that the market's a little healthier for independent artists. Austin is the live music capital of the world. They have South by Southwest, a lot of talent.
Every year,
My
man.
first full feature length was shot in Austin. It still see the light of day, but
that's all right, man.
Yeah.
This happens, man.
You know what I mean? But California is more of like a me growing up loving Pac and Cali and just the California love, and me wanting to bring people there and shoot there because it's a playground. It's an amazing visual playground.
Right.
You can go there with no treatment, get off the plane, pull the camera out, and there's no way you're leaving without a dope visual from California.
So any other places that you wouldn't go and shoot again?
That I wouldn't shoot again?
Yeah. Too many bugs?
Bugs? Let me see. I mean, Jamaica wasn't bad with bugs. I mean, everywhere I go, you meet special people, and even besides the artists and the people that they surround themselves with. But it's just like, I'm very lucky to even be able to travel like that. Just looking at where I was born and how I came here and overcame whatever I overcame with the help of friends and family. But, I mean, I've seen so much that, someone from my town, they're still over there. They haven't left where they're from. So people from Bridgeport haven't left, like, the 4 black radios that I know.
Oh, brother. I don't even want to get into that conversation, man. I'm from Yonkers, and I know cats that haven't even been they haven't been out of New York. Like, they haven't even been to Albany. They haven't even been to Niagara Falls. Damn. I'm like, dude, you never left the state? Like, I was like, yo, there's one cat I was talking to. I was like, I was like, you got priors? Like, you got felonies? Like, you can't leave the state? He was like, nah, man, I just be busy. Nah, fam, I just don't be traveling. I was like, you never even been on a plane? Nah. A bus? Nah. I said, unless it was the B-line. You know what I'm saying?
You're so stupid for that.
Yo, I'm dead ass. I don't understand. Like, I'm just like, yo, I've been to Virginia. Like, for what? A funeral? Like, yo, fam, like, I don't want to go out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? You don't want to travel? You don't want to see the world?
It can get scary for some people.
Right. They're just comfortable with whatever they're like. I just can't picture myself being over the age of 30 and haven't been to another state.
And the exposure too, like coming back after that is like, I always need like a 24-hour like decompression.
Right.
When I come back from whether it's California, Texas.
Yo, man.
But coming back from Jamaica, I got sick coming back from Jamaica, son, because of the processed food back into my system.
Right.
So I can understand why. Like
I went to Hawaii. I didn't want to come back home, and I was only there for a week. I was like, shit, I should have stayed like for like 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I come back and we got hit with a snowstorm. Like literally right after I got off the plane. Like Mother Nature, that bitch was telling me, nah, motherfucker. All that sun.
Yeah.
All that blue water.
Take that back.
Take it. Take that. Take that. Yeah, man. Jack Frost kicked me right in my ass. He was like, boot, here you go.
Yep.
Oh, you flying into JFK? My nigga? I got something for your ass. I literally got outside and I had my fucking hoodie on. I was like, God damn, it's cold.
I do that a lot when I travel, like in the summer or towards the end of the summer.
Yeah.
I leave with a hoodie. I leave it wherever I was because I don't need it for whatever 8 days. Come back and it's
like, dude.
Yep.
Shit is crazy. Oh man. All right, man. So we're gonna get to the 5 independent questions before we get up out of here. Do you have any? Are you shooting anything like in the next couple of days?
Tomorrow I'm supposed to go to Hartford, Connecticut and do a day 2 for a video shoot that's very important.
Okay.
Shout out to Pyrex Nitty. It's called Strong Black Woman, and he wants to capture a lot of different women of color from
from different backgrounds and stuff. Yeah.
Really.
But wait,
really
you shot?
I shot some of it already, but we did a day 2. He wanted a 2 day.
I think I heard the record.
The record's it's out of
right. I think did you share it? You shared
the trailer. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I watched that trailer
because it's time. He's been doing work for a while.
Oh,
now he got a really good team behind him, and he got some really good records. But that was a really, really strong record that needs to be out there. So it was pretty good. So I think tomorrow that's in the air. I was supposed to be in Miami this week, but the last 2 times I tried to go was Maria.
Oh yeah.
And now it's plumbing issues and.
It's always something.
Maybe not Miami this year, but I got a couple things coming up. Again, I got the short film, which is I don't think I named it. It's If These Walls Could Talk.
Okay.
Which automatically brings me to Kendrick, which is why I fell in love when I read it.
Okay.
Shout out to.
We gotta watch out for that one because I think If These Walls Could Talk is like an HBO.
Look, I read it and I loved it. It's amazing. So I'm helping these girls really bring it.
Put their whole thing together.
And they're working so hard and excited that they got me excited. Now we're like all on the same level.
I think I want to do a scene. Like I think I want to do a short with Asha.
Oh,
like I want to put like a backstory to this video that we did. Like I haven't even seen the video yet, and I'm just
I gotta play Philip though. I gotta be Felipe.
Felipe. Hi, my name is Felipe. I'm coming to pick up
Asha stuff. Was this her room? Alright. Well, yeah.
Yeah, man. So let's get to the 5 independent questions. Number 5. What does being an independent artist, independent director, mean to you?
It just means being in charge of your situation and being able to make your own bad or good decisions.
Mm.
And at least it falls on your plate, and you're not doing it to make somebody else rich or to give somebody leverage. I think it's just being in charge of your own situation, whether it's a director, if you're an independent nurse, I don't know if that's a thing. If you anything that you take on your own and you choose to go through the headaches,
right?
It's your headache, and I think you're gonna be
right. At the end of the day, you're gonna feel like, okay, I accomplished something, especially if you get it done.
Mean, freedom has, at the end of the day, I still gotta pay the IRS, so I do work for the Uncle Sam brand.
Of course, man. Shit, I pay my taxes every damn year.
Yeah.
They took my whole check last year. I owed that student loan. Shout out to the U.S. Department of Education, because they jacked me for my motherfucking IRS check. They was like,
run it.
They was like,
run it.
My nigga, you owe us about $10,000. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take your federal check
in your face.
In your face.
No mask.
Yo, man, they don't need no mask. Yo, mask off is about the IRS, son.
Yes. Future is the future.
Future is IRS, man. John P. Key and all the rest of the motherfuckers.
But yeah.
All right, number 4. Would you sign to a major film studio?
There's always the opportunity if it's the right contract and it provides it's still a creative space for me.
Right.
Yeah, why not? Plus, insurance and dental and shoes and whatever.
Yo, I heard they give I know a couple people that had some deals, and I was just like, they really cover all that stuff?
Yeah.
Like they probably don't pay you shit. It's a lot of
unionized too, you
right.
Be,
they probably don't pay you as well as a famous director, but they definitely take care of.
Well, if you're famous, that's different. Your brand is what pays you. There's a number of different things. But as working, I have a number. Everybody has a number. I have a number.
I have a number.
Yeah.
I'm springing on your ass as soon as you. Well, how much do you need? $2 million.
No, that would be a catch to that. There's no. I'm not an artist. I'm not.
No. I hear you, but if they see your work and they say, "Listen, lock this kid down for the next 6 months. We want him to direct House of Cards."
For 6 months. Yeah. Oh, I'm there.
Right.
It's done.
All right. So number 3 is who are or what are your major influences?
Well, hip hop.
Okay. So you're a hip hop fan.
Yeah, I love hip hop. I'm a hip hop fan. I grew up in a city that is Bridgeport, and I was listening to a lot of Tupac before I came here, but I didn't know what he was saying because I didn't speak English. My first tape was Me Against the World. Loved the tunes. That was in like 1993. I recognized there was bass lines in there. It wasn't all drum machines. There was a lot of live stuff.
Right.
When I learned what he was saying and coming to Bridgeport, it was like, whoa, this is America. So now, it kind of shaped things up for me a little different. Gotcha. But hip-hop, because growing up watching MTV, there's a lot of films I watch. I don't really have, favorite, per se, directors and stuff.
No, of course.
I am a huge fan of Alfonso
But there's a culture. You know what I'm saying? There's a culture, and they started pushing the narrative forward.
They pushed visual to, even though you go back to Metal Hair Days, it was basically just filming
the
on
concert,
stage.
yeah.
Which was a production of its own, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But,
After a while, it just got a little bit too crazy.
I get goosebumps when I remember Victory with Busta Rhymes and you know, Big was
Yeah,
just
that
done.
was.
That's a music video. That's a
That
music
was like
video.
big. Those were big. Those were real big.
Being around the world, come on, son. Like those are videos. So that stuff inspired me to put like the visual to the music.
Okay.
In a way that I didn't recognize it back then, of course.
Got you.
But I
those
mean,
are big productions. I remember when Missy, like I used to sit and
Busta,
wait.
Missy.
Yeah, Busta, Missy. That was an era. Like a lot of people be clowning the '90s and the 2000s because it was so over the top, but look what came out of that.
It was creative freedom. It was like, what do you want to do again?
Hype Williams.
Just write the check, and that was
Little
that
X.
Was, yeah, Hype is a beast. Hype is a beast, and he's
I
he's
didn't
an
like.
influence. He got to be an influence because that's really one of the few people that I remember really gluing to. Like, you know, Belly was a good film for a first time film.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that should have been his first, right?
I think it was his first.
It was well done.
I didn't like it that much. I thought visually it was.
I mean, it
crazy.
was. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Writing wise, obviously.
He's.
DMX, I need you to read this again. I don't know.
What you mean?
Shout out to DMX. I don't.
Yo,
care.
shout out. Yo, shout out.
Never gonna take. He's always gonna be my hero. I don't
Yo,
care.
dude, shout out to X. Yo, it was good seeing you like a couple weeks ago. I hope everything works out because he's in rehab right now.
Yeah.
And they said he gained like 20 more pounds. He's working out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude, stay on the straight and narrow, my brother. Listen, I'm rooting for you to have a big ass comeback. You know what I'm saying? I need that in my life. I need a DMX album that's gonna crack the top 40. You know what I'm saying?
We'll take a healthy, happy DMX.
Yeah, I want a healthy, happy DMX. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now he was a big influence too. So now I hate when people rag on him because he made.
Oh, my mother was ragging on him. Like we were in the car and I'm going to drop off my son and she was just like, I don't like Earl. I was just like, Mom, you calling him by his fucking first name. I said, you know him because you used to work in the school system. I still don't like him. And we pull into the driveway and there he is standing there. She was like, there he is right there. And I was like, get the hell out of here, Mom. And I look and I see DMX. So I get out the car. I'm like, yo, what's up? He was like, my dog, what's up? And it's just like, yo, what's going on? He was just like, nah, I had to come here for an appointment with my son. And you know what I'm saying? And we just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows me from Riverdale Avenue in Yonkers. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to try to sneak up to Rough Rider Studio, handle my demo tapes and my CDs and all that shit back in the day. But number two, if you were offered a deal outside of filmmaking, right? And money wasn't an issue. If you were offered a deal outside of filmmaking, you couldn't make another film or video again, but you would be financially set. Would you take it?
I mean, what's the deal?
Nothing that has to do with entertainment.
I think I would have to take it.
Really?
I still find my way back into film with it some way.
No, you had to leave it alone.
Like
altogether.
Forever?
Yeah, forever.
That's tough, man.
Like you got millions and millions upon millions in the bank, but you can't make another fucking film.
Boredom is expensive.
I like that. I like that. Boredom is expensive. All right, number one, what is your end game, man?
I definitely want to make at least one great film.
Right.
That can touch people. It's kind of cliche now. Who wrote this? No. No, I want to make an impactful movie, and it doesn't have to be like the Oscar or groundbreaking. I definitely want to leave something behind, but in a visual form. But it definitely has, like, the best way to put it, it will be a film, a feature film. Something strong, something like, it could be in the comedy end, like, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Movies like that will resonate with me for a long time. This is a lot about humanity and who we are. Children of Men, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who did Gravity.
Oh, yeah, man. Love that film.
I love when people portray the future in a realistic way. It's scary, but it's where we're going if we don't.
Right, yeah, man. Well, we got to wrap this one up. Next week, we got CYI, which is a hat company from out of Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? The owner and operator of CYI is going to be in the building. City of Yonkers Incorporated will be in the building next week. Yo, Gypsy, man, tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
Catch me on Facebook.com/The Hangover Takeover. Me and Juju are about to go live in about 15 minutes, and it's going to be chopping up some entertainment news, brother.
Yeah, man. So, Edwin, tell everybody where they can reach you, man.
All right, so I think my biggest platform right now is Instagram.
Okay.
That's where that's where all my trailers go. So that would be at director number 3 SCOBAR. I think Facebook is facebook.com/E Escobar 1, and website, which is a little website.
EdwinEscobarFilms.com.
Oh.
Come on, man. I got you, baby.
You just went from number 1 to number 0. Yes,
Yo,
yes.
so make sure you catch. I'm gonna be uploading the teaser trailer for my video that Edwin Escobar directed for Life Without You. That's gonna be up on my Instagram page in the next 10 minutes. Well, 15, 20 maybe. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, until next week, keep it indie, baby. Peace.